I've been learning more about reinsurance, and I keep hearing about treaty reinsurance and facultative reinsurance. Can you explain the difference between the two?
Absolutely. Treaty reinsurance is a blanket agreement where the reinsurer automatically covers a specific portfolio of risks, without evaluating each policy individually.
So the reinsurer doesn't assess each individual risk?
That's correct. The reinsurer accepts all the risks within the scope of the treaty. This makes treaty reinsurance efficient, as it provides automatic coverage for all qualifying policies, often used for standardized risks like personal or property insurance.
That sounds efficient. But does this approach have any downsides?
The main downside is that the reinsurer takes on more uncertainty since they can't assess each policy individually. However, for the insurer, it's advantageous as they can rely on consistent reinsurance support without needing to negotiate every risk.
That makes sense. But what about facultative reinsurance?
Facultative reinsurance is more selective. The reinsurer reviews and decides on each individual risk, often used for large or unusual risks, such as insuring a skyscraper or industrial facility.
So it's a more tailored approach?
Exactly. Facultative reinsurance gives both the insurer and reinsurer more control, as the reinsurer can choose whether or not to take on a specific policy based on its characteristics. It's used when the risk is outside the standard scope of a treaty, offering flexibility but requiring more time and negotiation.
I imagine facultative reinsurance takes longer to arrange since each risk is evaluated individually.
That's right. It's more time-consuming because it requires detailed review and negotiation. However, it's ideal for covering unique or large-scale risks where more customization is necessary.
So, in summary, treaty reinsurance is more about broad coverage and efficiency, while facultative reinsurance is more targeted and focused on specific risks.
Exactly. Many insurers use a combination of both, with treaty reinsurance for high-volume, standardized risks, and facultative reinsurance for larger or more complex risks that need individualized attention.
This has been really helpful. I have a much clearer understanding of when and why an insurer would choose one over the other.
I'm glad to hear that. Understanding the differences between treaty and facultative reinsurance will give you a solid foundation as you continue to develop as an underwriter.